Welcome to the Not Superheroes Gets Dads podcast. No, we can't fly. No, we can't shoot lasers or pick up giant buildings. But what we can do is help set the foundations for our families, be present for our kids, and combat generational cycles. On this podcast, we dive into everything dad related, from the struggles we deal with as fathers to what our favorite thing, the barbecue, is. Hello, I'm Sean Laurie. Hope you guys are having an amazing, blessed day. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. You guys know I appreciate the feedback. I know it's been a little while, a couple of weeks or so. I've been just trying to make sure I'm involved with the community, doing different things like that. But I'm excited, y'all, because it's been in the works. I'm trying to have this amazing man, Percy, on my pod. Man, he's a busy man. He wears different hats, many hats, I should say. As we was just talking before actually recording right now. But how you doing, bro? How's life treating you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Being a father, taking care of a father, and living life, man. Living life.
I love it, bro. I love it. So, what I like to do, man, I like to do icebreakers real quick. So, you did tell me well, you're not necessarily from Vegas, but you lived in Vegas, was in Utah, right? So, what was the biggest, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Culture shock, right? For you and maybe for your sons as well, just moving from Vegas to Utah.
So when I came here in high school, so
Okay.
leaving Vegas and coming here in high school, living in the inner city in Vegas is different than living in the inner city in Utah. My high school in Vegas, we had barbed wire fences, metal detectors, the full 9 yards. You come to Utah, we don't have none of that. Yeah, like 2 resource officers, and I'm like, huh? You can leave campus? What? You can wait a minute. You don't have doors locking behind you?
Mm,
You can wear what you wanna wear? Like, okay. Like, it was growing up around all Black and Hispanics and then coming here where it's, like, not the same at all. Nowhere near the same, and this is '95, so I went to the most diverse school in Utah at the time, but it still was not it's a melting pot school, but it still wasn't what I was accustomed to.
yeah,
And so I had to adapt to that. Just different people. It's a different crowd. It's good and bad. It has its good and bads. It's just what you make of it, just adapting to like, huh,
yeah.
okay. Smells pretty good out here, trees and shit. Like, okay. It's not
All right.
120 degrees. Okay, cool. So
True.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. You get out the heat, man. You start be outside for more than 2 hours and be okay. Not lose consciousness at the park.
True. True, man. So what has, because I know you have two sons. So what's the word I'm looking for? So what has basically what does a father mean to you today compared to when you first became a father? Because I know you shared with me how, you was, for those that don't know, man, my guy was definitely talented athlete for sure. And you was willing to put that to the side to be the father you need to be, right? But what does being a father mean to you today compared to when you first became a father?
It means the same. It even means even more to me now than it used to, because now that I'm older and I see the game that it's been set in place for us to fail as fathers, the
Mm,
obstacles that's been put in our paths, the lack of value that's been created in the world, well, not even in the world, in our country and states to divide us from our kids
mm,
has been absolutely diabolical to what these kids are going through now because they've taken us out the home and tried to silence our voice and continue to try to silence it through the court system, because the courts have helped this problem that we have now with our youth. They've encouraged this shit. Excuse the language, but I'm going to say it real. Like, they've encouraged all of this. And the courts and judges and lawyers, attorneys, the people at Medicaid, all of that stuff, all our senators and stuff have put this into play. And now they're reaping the benefit, they're reaping what they sow. And being a mentor to youth and being a social worker, dealing with kids all the time. When I'm sitting in court, I have literally have testimonies that I can give that will literally have dudes will bring emotion out of men.
Mm,
And women have had to take accountability around me because they know what I do. Because I'm a
yeah.
social worker and I'm a coach, mentor, and all this. Females have had to admit, like, yeah, first, you're right. Being a father now is like, yo, you killed it. They've killed it.
Mm,
Because they've taught kids that we're only worth what we can give financially,
yeah.
monetarily, and not what a real man, a real father brings to a child's life, male and female. And so now that both my kids are older, one I'm not in contact with anymore because of this system, and the younger one who's that's my dude. That's my best friend. Like
Yeah.
two kids raised in the same household, different moms, and two different outcomes of BS. And so it's really it changes as you get older, as you know, as a
Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
The love
Yeah.
doesn't change, just the way you look at it does. Cause it's like, whoa, they really don't want me being in my kids' life. They really want to silence
Mm,
my voice. They really want to silence my I'm only here to give money. That's the only thing like most of today's fault. And then you can ask, just take me out the equation. Ask any man how they feel now
mm,
about being a father. Our opinion's not validated. Our presence isn't required.
mm.
It's what we can give only that matters. That's defined as a parent. He's not paying child support. He's not a good dad.
Now, how do you think we, because you said something like you said, like the, the ladies that you're around or whatever, friends, family, so on, you're dating, whatever, they know, hey, I'm gonna hold you accountable, and they can't try to BS you with certain things because they know what you do, right? So my question to you is, excuse me, is it's not our job as another man to worry about obviously another man's child. I get that, but a lot of times too, right? There are men that are dating a woman that has a kid, and they might even see, right, certain things, but they don't want to say nothing because they're like, you know what, she's my girl now. It's not my problem. Is it one of those things where we should kind of be like, hey, no, I think, man, he's trying. You should let little Johnny, little Sarah see his dad or something like that.
Mhm.
Like, should we
Yeah.
do?
Oh, I'm
Because
all
like
about
that's
keeping
the
it
only problem.
completely real. See, the thing with being a man and having a man, because I have my dad. I have my
Hmm.
dad.
Yeah.
And me and him talked. I watched him and my mom go through the worst. They're the most worst example as parents that you can have. Most
Mm,
dysfunctional,
mm,
whatever. What I learned from him is like this. Sometimes, if you respect people, you'll tell them the truth and give them a chance to choose you or not. And what I tell these females, then the moms in my program and stuff, I'm like, quit trying to control your kid who he loves and who he gives the accolades to. Because they're going to come no matter what if you're being real and sincere with your kid. If you're loving them unconditional, you just don't want them to love their dad like they love you because you're in competition. That silent competition.
mm,
Me and my kids as moms, our relationships didn't work out. Do I like them personally? Hell no. But that's still my kids as moms. They're still, I'm like, no, that's your mom, dude. That's your first lady. You know, the way she looks at you is the way I look at you.
mm.
There is no, but it's not going to be reciprocated all the time
Yeah.
because they don't know how to treat a man. They
Mm,
don't know how to love a man. They don't need to. They don't know how to teach their kid. That's why you got so many young men walking around not respecting women. It's because that woman is telling him that a woman can do no wrong, and that's not true. You're
yeah.
not teaching him his value. You're not teaching him his worth. You're not teaching him like, yo, bro, you got to be an example for your kids. Everything's not based on what you give financially. Presence means more to a kid than anything. When you go to an assembly, like my son, he never, I'm that dad that showed up for everything. I don't give a damn what it was. School shows, field trips. Even though I didn't want to go, he's like, I want you to go, Dad. You don't want your mom to go? No, no. I want you to go. I showed up there. I coached him in everything. Even though I hated soccer, I coached soccer. I hate soccer. What the dude? You're a little border ball. You're not running up and down no damn soccer field. But if you're gonna do it, run their asses over. Don't run around and run through them. Okay, let's
Yeah.
have fun. They don't care. They just want you to show up.
True.
When you look at all these things that people post on when they're having their little school songs and they're in the first, second grade, their little Christmas, what are the kids doing? In the audience looking for their parents.
Yep.
All they ain't looking for child support. They ain't looking, oh, daddy didn't buy me this, daddy didn't buy. They just want to see you there. They want your presence, time, and investment. That's the three things that kids want.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about nothing else.
True.
And to know you're okay as a parent. They'll ride with you broke or whatnot. They don't care. If you're crying, your kid will walk up to you and give you a hug and sit there and cry with you. When they're sick, they just want to cuddle. They ain't asking for no fucking money. Excuse the language. They ain't asking for money. None of that materialistic shit.
Yeah.
That is an adult thing. That's an adult thing to put blame and lessen somebody's value. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. And because
you ask a teenager, what does he want? You ask a teenager, what do you want? I just want to see my dad. I want to see my mom. I want my parents.
Yeah.
They know that motherfuckers don't get along. They know you two don't like each other, but they still want to love both parents. Well, one parent will take that away over some bullshit. Oh, he's not being a man. He ain't taking care of his responsibility. Let him go live with his dad then. You want child support. You need money. Obviously, he don't need nothing from you because he ain't asking nothing from you. Let the kid go live with his dad then if it's all about taking care of the kid financially. Well, he didn't do this. He didn't. Did you ask him or are you demanding it from him? Sounds like you're trying to just get your way. Because if he told you, I want to get the kid this, this, and this, and he's not your kid, he's my kid. You ain't telling the judge that shit. Y'all females never tell the judge you're independent, single female that don't need a man. Y'all don't never say that in court. Ever. Ever. You ain't never telling the judge, I can do bad all by myself.
True.
But you'll tell your kid that you can manipulate. You tell your daughter that she don't need a man and then get mad when no dude respects her.
That's real. That's real. Because that's what I've told my oldest, I'm my youngest yet. But I'm like, you have your dad around, right? And so I'll be straight up with you. Back in the day, it was one of those things. Me, my homies, we knew all this chick, her dad not around. Easy pickings, right? Because she doesn't know her value. She doesn't know her worth, right? And when you have a dad that is going to continue to tell you your worth and your value and you deserve more, right? You should not settle. And no, hey, baby girl, this boy's trying to do this, and now you still gonna do whatever you want to do, right? But I'm gonna put you on game. So even if it happens, shoot, and I get it, we all hard headed. It takes a couple times. We be like, dang, what am I doing? My dad told me this. Why am I still dealing with this, right? But if you don't know any better, and then that's all you've seen, let's say your mom's dealing with it, her friends are dealing with it, right? So it's like, I'm very big on when you're dating someone. I tell my kids, when you're dating someone or interested someone, look at the foundation, right? Is they pops around? Okay, how is they pops? Okay, is it the dad's around, but literally he's just there. He's just an income. Literally, the women in there run everything. Even when there's a disagreement, he gets silent. Just even if he knows that they're wrong,
he's just living.
Yeah, he's just living there, right? Just happy to be there. Now, okay, well, what now? Think about that. That's the type of household. So, just understand, son. That's what she might be thinking. You know what I mean? And vice versa for my girls too. I got 2 girls, 2 boys. So same thing. But yeah, bro, I love that you said that because that's real. Because I was thinking about with Anthony Edwards. I remember they said whatever he had to owe. So smartly, he paid it all out, right? I think it was like $1 million or
And
something.
they're still not happy
And they were mad about it. Like, oh, I deserve more. It's like,
because they keep moving the happy stick on being a parent. When you keep moving the stick on what's a good parent and what's not, what's good enough for you? What's good? You don't want his presence. You don't want him having to say so or anything about his kid. But now that he paid it off and don't want to deal with you, now you're mad because you want more. I can't live off of that. Why not? That means you don't know how to budget. You're not responsible. You're a completely terrible decision maker. And guess what? The judge is okay with that. The judge is sitting back, silently being completely okay with her having that kid, ruin, not talking about what the kid needs as a parent, not thinking about the mom's mental health and maturity level. So you're ruining, your two lives are screwed up. And she has no care in the world. Well, he doesn't want to be a parent. He told you that. You had to
mm,
say so. Accountability, but you want none of the accountability. You want all the decision making, you want all the benefits, but you don't want none of the accountability for what you put yourself in and your
mm,
child. He's making sure his child is financially set. What else you want from him?
true.
Where did you come up with a parenting plan? You're putting out what he's paying financially, but you ain't putting out what you want from him as a father. Parent time. Y'all don't want to talk about that, do you? Nope. He needs to live with me. But you dressing like a hooker half the time, and you dress like the. But what about him? What about him? Nobody made you lay down with him. Where's the requirement for marriage? Where's the requirement of moral responsibility? Well, it takes
Mm,
two. It's still your body. Ain't no man running around on the internet crying about a girl pissing on him. Why? Because he ain't gonna let nobody piss on him. Hell no. Hell no. There's the bathroom. Go. Get that shit out. You see what I'm saying? It's a bad metaphor, but
I get
it's
what you're saying, though.
right. But it's like, okay, a man accountability. Okay, Anthony Edwards paid his child support upfront, what you wanted. Da-da-da-da-da, you wanted money. That's not enough. That's not. So what if he told you he wants his child living in a better environment than you? What if he could provide a better mother around his kid than you? That
Mm,
opens up Pandora's box of the ego.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about your kid or are you talking about you the whole time? Obviously, you can't afford to provide our kid what I can, so why should the kid stay with you? You want your kid having this lifestyle? You can't afford it. I could take the kid. You don't have to pay me nothing because you have nothing of value I need
Mm,
to be a parent. They can't keep it like that.
true.
So, are you teaching your kid values of being in a marriage? Are you teaching your kid, hey, you're better than a piece of money? You don't need 200 pair of dollars shoes at fucking 3 years old. Like, but you're saying you're a good parent. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's why I say society and judges, you guys have been okay with making this monster.
Mm,
You guys have made this. Now you're getting pissed off because they're doing teen takeovers. Where's dad at? Dad ain't letting his kid out the house. Because that kid know dad come home. Hey, bro, you going to the hospital.
yeah.
You ain't got to worry about the police getting you. I'ma beat you. I'ma beat you. I'm with that ass all night. I got all night to beat the shit out of you. You want to steal shit? I'ma steal your ass cheeks. I'ma steal your manhood right now. So there's no doubt that you're not fucking up.
Yeah.
Because why? A father's giving their kids something to do, a goal and
Mm,
dream to chase.
yeah.
They're giving
That's
you a
real.
foundation. They're not letting you take shortcuts in life.
Mm,
They're not your boys and girls. You ain't letting them take shortcuts.
facts.
No. Get up and make your bed. You ain't got shit else to do. Get up and make your bed.
Yeah.
Now go wash your ass, brush your teeth, wash your face, get the boogers out your eyes. Man, you're being too rough. You're teaching them to be prepared for life.
Yeah.
That's called love.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called love.
Because we all want our kids to be better than us. You know what I mean? So
They're a
at the end of
representation
the
of
day,
you.
yeah.
You clothe them.
Yeah.
Why? Because you love them.
Yeah.
You will die without the family doesn't work if they don't come home.
Yeah.
And when women get on TV and start blasting dudes, and I'm like, Where was the requirement what you wanted for your kid
Mm,
as a parent outside of money? Did you wanna give your kid a family, or did you want him to just have you and you only, and he's just there to pay you money? Now, some dudes are just dicks, yeah, they're just shitty human beings, I get it.
yeah.
But most dudes have to go to jail to be a dad. No,
Mm,
they gotta become homeless because they can't miss work.
mm,
It's impossible. 50-50, there ain't no 50-50. It ain't fair. But guess what? A kid won't notice it till they become a parent and then start looking at their mom differently
mm,
because now their son's being treated like that from, but that's why women have problems with the dudes their sons date, the girls their sons
mm,
date, because the love they give their son isn't the love they give their man. The excuses they gave their kid is not the excuses they gave a man.
mm,
And so when another female treats their kid like they treated that kid's dad, they're bumping head. Oh, that I hate her. She don't know how to. My baby did it. You did the exact same shit to old boy.
mm.
So now you got a pattern full of women that don't know how to treat a man, not bum ass, not a young man trying to become a man, not a thug man, not a fucking boy becoming a young boy. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to becoming a man.
Yeah,
A grown man is like, no, we ain't putting up with you.
true.
Let the kid just be raised by you. Let's see how that turns out.
Mm,
They
that's
want
real, bro.
the Facebook status and not the responsibility 90% of the time. And so they'll turn around. Oh, well, what about a man? A man needs to step up. No man needs to fight for his kids. Point blank, period.
Mm, mm,
Point blank, period. If you're that scared or that bullshit, that much chaos, hey, let's meet at the police station, drop the kid off at the police station. The kids can do this exchange there.
yeah, true. That's
There's
true,
ways to
bro.
do it. There's ways to do it without the drama. But it's
Yeah.
like, quit blaming dudes. I'm not saying all dudes are good parents, but not all women are either. And so we need to stop pretending like they are. They're not queens. They're none of that shit. They're not good parents just because they pay money for stuff and get the kid. They're a tax break for a lot of females these days.
Mm,
And I'm like, look at the schools. Look at the NBA, NFL, because that's what they always focus on is us in sports and da 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 da. I'm like, LeVar Arrington and LeVar Ball. Tried to silence him, talk shit about him as a dad. Then they went to Dion. They did it to Dwayne Wade's dad. They did it to Jason Tatum's dad, Serena
yeah,
Williams' dad, Michael
yeah,
Jordan's dad. Who else did they try to silence? Let's keep going. Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad, Barry Bonds'
mm,
dad. They always start knocking successful men, especially black men. They try to find a way to silence us, take us out the picture, minimize our kids, minimize our voice, minimize egos, and da 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 da. They don't do that shit to Eli Manning's dad.
that's true.
The Mannings, they
That's
don't do that shit to him.
no, they don't. They don't. We don't, man. Like,
They don't.
and I was thinking because you like you say with your dad, you obviously I know a lot of the foundation and things like that you learn was from your dad. I'm sure your mom too, but your dad as well. And I was just thinking about. I know he I think he said he suffered a stroke or something,
Yeah,
right?
9 minute. Yeah, 9 mini strokes.
What was that? I'm sorry.
He
What was
suffered
that?
9 mini strokes.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, bro. Like, how has that experience, I guess, changed or shaped you? Just not only as a son, but just, seeing your dad, right? Because, like, you're fortunate to have a strong relationship with your dad. So I'm sure your dad was just a superhero in a sense to you, right? So to see him now, you know, I don't know where he's at health wise, but trying to get back to how he was feeling before, navigating through that, like, how has that been for you to see him in that way and for you as a son and as a father,
Honest,
obviously?
honestly, fam, it scared when it first happened. It scared me. It's the first time. My dad's my Superman. You know what I mean? That's my Superman. And when I came to pick him up, because he came to the house and his speech was blurry and he was sounding funny, and it's right when COVID started. Like
Mm.
hospitals shut down,
Yeah.
everywhere shut down. It's a mess. And then I called some friends. It's like, hey man, what does a stroke look like? And they started telling me. So I came to get him. And by the time I got here to get him, he was bleeding out of his eyes and his ears.
Mhm.
So I had to take him to the emergency room, and I take him in there, and they're like, hey, we think he's having a brain hemorrhage or something. So
Yeah.
they take him back. But when I get in there, there's 20 dead bodies right there because of COVID. Okay. They're like, hey, you need to go outside now. We got him from here and we'll call you. I'm like, dude. And he's like, why are you leaving me? Like, that's the first time I'm going to lose my dad out of nowhere. Like, just like that. Like, I'm about to lose my dad. And the reason why I'm telling you this story, I go outside the hospital, and next to my car, there's a dude. He's in his car screaming and crying. So his wife is going into labor with their first kid. But mom is about to die because she has COVID, full blown COVID in her lungs.
Wow.
And in order for her to deliver the baby without killing the baby, she has to get taken off the oxygen. And so she was saying goodbye to him. And I can hear it because he's in a convertible, so the rooftop's off, and he's, baby, don't leave me, baby, don't leave me, don't do this to me. She's like, hun, I'm going to Jesus. Take care of our baby.
Mm.
And he lost his shit. I just ran over there and gave him a hug because I can hear the whole conversation. And me and him just sat there together. We was both crying, dude. I was like, bruh, like, I'm losing my dad. That's my dad. That's everything to me. And I everything I am as a dad is because of him. It's literally because of him. And like calling to tell my sisters, like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Like, I was just in a funk. And then he's my son's best friend. Grandma and grandpa, that's the spoiled ass. My youngest is grandpa's boy. Like, he gets $20 for lunch when I was like, dude, I couldn't get a stick of gum in school. This mama gets $20 for lunch and breakfast made for him. Fuck. He's just a grandbaby, right? And to just tell my son like grandpa may not come home, it's just like, bruh. It is what it is. It's just like it made me appreciate being a dad even that much more. Because he's everything I wanted to be as a kid. Everything. From the way I wear my socks, even though his calves were NBA calves, I'm like trying to wear his socks and they sliding down my legs and, trying to like, that's just your dad, bruh. You know what I mean? And I took pride in, I have my dad. Even though my mom hates him and she treats me like I'm him, that's still my dad. And so it affected me big time. That's why I
Mm.
moved home. I
Yeah.
gave up the bachelor pad, and the bachelor pad was the spot to be, and I had to give that
Yeah.
up. And I don't care. I didn't care. Like, hey, stuff goes to storage. Mom's, I'll be home. My stepmom was like, I'll be there Monday because he didn't want to come stay with me because he didn't want to leave her, my stepmom.
Yeah.
I get it. It's my time to take care of you, and seeing how
Mm.
vulnerable he is and stuff like that. And because COVID, everything was shut down, I had to do his rehab by myself.
Wow.
Type of work and try to heal his brain because his brain was swollen.
Yeah.
It taught me like, hey, my son got to watch all that too.
Mm.
And I was like, life's gonna be different for a little bit. He's like, it's okay, Dad, it's okay. And that's when you know the effect you have on your kids. Money can't buy love. It
True.
can buy appreciation, it can buy an audience, but it can't buy integrity and character,
Mm. That's true.
and so we just thugged it out over here, and it's like it's cool. He's upstairs now, bossing me around every once in a while. But it is what it is. But I have
Is
that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just said I have my dad still.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was gonna ask you. Did it kind of change your perspective? I guess just in about life in general as well, right? And
Hmm.
just like because. I mean, as fathers, we learn different things and we kind of take certain things for granted. And not saying you took your dad for granted, but just, we take this life for granted, you know what I mean? And I'm sure for you, you was able to really reflect on not only the type of father you have, but what type of man he is.
Mhm. Yeah, it changed. That's where I come from, where I was like, materialistic shit don't matter.
Mm.
It really don't matter. Think of all the shit your kids, they're not really, how old are your kids? They're probably not over.
My oldest is about to be 21, actually. And then I have a 11, a 9, and a 7.
Okay. They have never bought you something that meant more than you than a hug.
100%.
Nothing they've given you required money.
Mm.
Just that hug, that love, even when they call you dad, just gets you feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Or when they look at you and give you that smile, that just like, dude. Or when they give you a card they made at school or whatever, you know, it made me like I was straight bitch mode on my son's senior year, my youngest son's senior year. I was literally being a crybaby the whole year because that's my dude.
Yeah.
And this is the one thing, and I'll share it with you because it still chokes me up. They asked him his senior night, right? Because you know how they come out with the senior pamphlets for football,
Yeah.
first game, and they go over
Yeah.
all this shit, what your dreams, what your goals, what you're gonna do after
Yeah.
high school. Da, 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 da. They're looking at it and stuff, and I'm reading his. Because I took out a full page for me and him. I'm arrogant. I don't give a shit. We're getting our own page. Fuck everybody else. Anyways, he went, "Oh, where are you going to go to school?" I'm going to college to play football. This, Woody, this. And then they asked him who his hero was.
My bad. Hold on.
No, you're good, fam. And so they asked him who his hero was. And I looked, man, and he put my dad in bold print letters with exclamation points.
Mm.
That made my whole that made my whole damn and then I went to the bathroom after the game and stuff, and
Mm.
after that was the beginning of the year. Then the end of the year, they was doing the senior talk and blah 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 blah. And I went to the bathroom and I was coming, and the locker room was open, and they was talking about who their heroes was and stuff, who they wanted to be like. Da 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 da. So I'm walking by. He didn't know I was behind him, and it happened to just come up on his turn. And then the dudes was like, "So Tyree, who would you want to be when you get older? Who do you want to be like when you?" He's like, "Man, I just want to be my dad."
Mm.
I'm like, dog, that's stuff that money can't buy. That's the stuff I'm talking about that that's what we live for. It's like when you think we ain't doing enough, your kids will always come out like, "Oh, my dad, he works hard. My dad, yeah, he's mean, he's grumpy, but my dad, he's there. He's
Yeah.
giving the best he got." Just one small token of appreciation means way more to us than financial shit.
True.
Because we go to hard jobs we don't want to go to for them. We put up with motherfuckers we don't like because of them. We ain't whooping people's ass because of them. We want to come home to them.
Yeah.
So people don't get that value of like how hard our days really are, how much we keep taking and taking for them, how much motivation they give us to be better, be on our A game. You know what I mean? Because you got to make all their schedules work, plus work schedule. Plus, if you got a girl, you got to deal with, okay, and if they don't have the same mom, then you really got to deal with some,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But nobody takes that to account. You know what I mean? And so, where it changed my perspective with my dad's situation, and then my son is just valued the littlest shit,
Mm.
the hugs, the kisses, the dad, I'm going to play college football. Like that shit, dropping your kids off because both of them did. And I was
Yeah.
right both times. Like I literally was like, bruh, I grew up with you guys. Since I was 18, I've been a dad. Now I got to learn to
Yeah.
live without you. I raised you to learn. I live with you. I learned to grow with you, and then I have to teach you how to live without me.
Mm,
And to see you leave when I dropped the youngest one off last July on Father's Day weekend, because I was like, "Hey, bruh, you're gonna be prepared to be a college football player." And then me and his mom don't really like get along, but we was dropping him off. She came. I'm like, I don't care. We're not fighting. This is about him. I get to say my kid had mom and dad drop him off.
yeah.
He can at least say my dad and mom. And then I looked on his cell phone last time he was here. It was me, him, and her in a screenshot on his phone. It's his screensaver. I was like, I knew it meant that because he tried to downplay it, but that meant everything to him.
Mm,
Having his mom and dad, and I'm dropping him off at college. She left the day before me, so the day I left, he's dropping me off at the airport. And I'm just trying not to cry. I'm just like not in front of him, not in front of him. And he like grabbed my hand. It's like, Dad, thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. I'm gonna miss you. And I was like, I had to turn my head out the window. I was like, I got you, dude. You're my dude. I love you. You got this. Then I went to the airport and was like,
probably a
I said
wreck.
at the bar. No, I swear to God, dude, I'm at the bar at the terminal, Max. My flight was an hour away, and I'm just bawling. I'm listening to Whitney
Yeah.
Houston in the corner, greatest love of all. Shit, the waitress is like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm dropping off my kid. I just left my kid." Like, shit. But I'm like, he did it. He made his dream. They both got to where they wanted to get to. I ain't had to worry about the police. I ain't had to worry about gangs getting to him. I ain't had to worry about he's doing what he wants to do. Money can't buy that shit.
True. True.
Money, like that kind of level of respect, because he calls me every day.
Mm,
Every day. I'm
that's,
like, dude, you getting, even when he got his honeys with him, he's that dude. And I'm like, God damn, all right, Pat, all right, slow down a little bit. But he still makes sure to take time to call his dad.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
dope.
that's what we live to. That's what we live for as men. It's like, hey, dude, just don't forget about me. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you my dude. Like, so that's what's changed my perspective on stuff. Because I used to think materialistic shit. I got to make sure you have this. I don't care about none of that shit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't.
And to be honest, we if you think about us, right, when growing up with our parents, at least for me, I can remember a bike or something like that, right? But I can't remember. I appreciate more certain core memories more so than like, man, I got those shoes I really wanted, right? Because those shoes fade. You know what I mean? And even when you get older, you might be like, those shoes weren't even that great, right? Or I want that video game, but that game was
Pro
really not
wings hurt. Pro wings hurt.
but then you look back, you like, dang, being able for your kids to remember, oh man, you know what, when I got that award that came to the school, when I had that field trip came with me, right? When I scored my first point, they might not even been good at whatever, right? But the first point they was going crazy about it. They celebrated me no matter what it was. I came in third place, they hyping me up. Hey, that's a great job. Because that's the only time you at least it's like as people in general, we don't want to let down our tribe, right?
Mhm.
Whatever whoever our tribe is, but especially when our fathers are around, we don't want to let down our fathers, right? We will quit things if we feel like our father doesn't approve. We will start things if we think our father would like it. I know that with my kids because there's so many times I say certain things, and even my wife sometimes got to point out because I'll say something like, "Oh no, I don't like that." So both my sons, they won't try something because I said I didn't like it, and
Mhm.
she's like, "You don't even know," but they're going based off of me because they're like, Dad don't want this. He don't like. Actually, I'm not big on guacamole, even though everybody loves guacamole, right? But
Not
like,
everybody.
yo, I try guacamole, like it's right, but just stuff like that because of me. So yeah, bro, that's
But
real
that's the
right there.
thing where we push. This is where both parents are involved. because both my kids are different races too. Their moms are
Yeah.
both different. So my youngest son's half Hispanic. His mom's from
Okay.
Chile. My older
Mm.
son's half Hawaiian. His mom's Hawaiian and white.
Okay.
Okay, so he's black. They're half black and then mixed with something else.
Yeah.
But like I tell them, like, man, be you.
Mm.
My job is to teach you to be you.
Yeah.
Yes, you have my demographic. You're my personality. You guys walk like me, talk like me, person. I get it. But we all have our different quirks that piss each other off. That, like, look, dude,
Yeah.
that's your mom shit. Knock that shit off. Like, no, that's your mom. I'm not knocking it. It's just like, bruh, you can't do that shit. You're not white. Like, you can hang around a lot of white kids, but you can't do some shit they can do.
Yeah.
Just you're still a kid. You still got your rights, but you ain't got the rights them motherfuckers got. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta teach you. You're black still. Get over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he's finding that out now as an adult. Okay, yeah, but our presence of what we're teaching our kids though, because you're present.
Mm.
They are aware of what you like and don't like, and you don't even know it. You don't even think they're
Yeah.
paying attention to shit,
True.
and they are.
True.
They are. They're because they want to be you.
Yeah.
Low key, because you're Superman to them.
Yeah.
You're their Superman. You're their God. You're their universe. They may love like my son. He loves his older brother. Superman. That's his Superman. But then there's me. I'm like, I raised you to love your brother. If something happens to me, you two at least have each other. I'll never interfere, even if he's not talking to me, whatever he's mad about, you still got your brother. That's your brother. That ain't got nothing to do with you and him.
Mm.
And so when he asked me stuff about his brother, he's like, Dad, do you get mad that I talk to you about Pook? And I'm like, no. I'll ask him questions like, how are you guys doing? How da 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 da. But I'm starting to let him know now, like, yo, don't let your brother teach you shit that he didn't want to take himself.
Mm.
Because now that he's a dad, he about to see full blast. When that kid starts getting into this,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna see it. It's okay. That's the evolution of life as a father. Some kids don't
Absolutely.
learn until they get older.
True.
But as a patient father, where we had to learn his patience is like, hey, be great, man. Learn to be great on your own accord, not everybody else's.
Mm.
Our presence
That's
and
right.
when we tell you and teach you is like, hey, my job is to be the man that you can be proud of as a dad. That's what I strive to be.
Yeah.
I don't care what
That's
your
it.
mom says about me. Da, 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 da. Oh, mom says you're trying to control me. Like, dude, did I pick the college you went to? I took you to 32 different schools. Does it look like I want to live in Spokane, Washington? I don't know what girl turned you out on your trip, but it wasn't me. Okay. You chose to live up there. I ain't living up there. Hell, I thought he was
Yeah.
going to Colorado.
Mm.
Thought he was going to go play for Dion and shit.
Mm.
But he didn't want to play linebacker. Well, I'm like, dude, you're a linebacker. I don't want to play. Okay, we'll do it
Yeah.
your way. But it's your way, though. Stand on it.
Yeah.
That's as a man what I told him. I don't care. Yeah, you got to pay for school now, not have a full scholarship. You don't see the difference.
Mm.
But I don't care. Sports is a you thing.
Yeah.
Try to graduate. Your graduation ain't really for you. Take classes that's going to help you create your own business. Because the way the world's going right now, like, yo, Trump's trying to put a cigarette out on us existing. So create your own.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
I sent you away. Become your own man, dude. Now you got to be time management, responsibility. All that shit's on you. You can't blame me or your mom for anything. It's on
Mm.
you. I trust you to know that whatever I instilled in you and tried to instill in you, you was listening. And he's killing it. Just last week when we were supposed to do this, he literally called me freaking out because he woke up, was like, Dad, this shit's across the street.
Yeah.
But he told me before it was 4 hours away. but it spread
Mm.
that quick because of the wind and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, get the fuck out of there. He's like, but no, the car. Look, dude, if you can't get the car, to hell with the car, because
Yeah.
I gave him my car and shit. It's a beautiful car.
No, forget that. There's a
Yeah,
fire,
like,
brother.
dude, you mean
Time
more
to
to
get
me than
out.
that shit. Get the
Yeah.
fuck about it. Can you
Yeah.
get out of there, or are you stuck? Because that's what freaked me out. I'm like, dude, are you stuck?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, 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 it's over there. Just grab what you can, grab your paperwork. Da, 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 da. I don't care about clothes, none of that shit. Get your ID, get your credit,
Yeah.
get your birth certificate, and get
Yeah.
out of there. Get down to your cousins. Get 3 hours away. If because all the hotels are probably going to be filled up. Like, just get out of there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by being a father. It's like, yo, bro, we care. We care. We ain't gonna be okay if something happens to our kid.
True. True.
We ain't. If they ain't
Nah,
walking in
man.
the way they left, we gonna have a problem.
100%.
Yeah, we have some major problems. Okay, don't mean you're safe. That don't mean you or your kid is safe. I don't care about the law. I don't care about the judge. We get to that shit
Yeah.
later. But that's what shifted my mentality as being a parent all the way around. It's like, nah, bro, love is love.
Mm.
Our love is unconditional, where they're being taught that our love is conditional, and that's not the way it should be.
Yeah. That's real, bro. I wanted to ask you too, but before we get ready to close out, bro, is with all the different things you've been instilling to your boys, even if I know you say you're oldest, y'all not talking as much, whatever. But regardless, what is something that you hope, no matter what, when you're long gone, years from now, many years from now, right? But what is something you hope that they carry on, that they pass to their families as they get older?
They're doing it. Their character and integrity.
Mm, mm.
Make your name. Make when people speak your name, it's nothing but positivity said. Nobody's gonna
Yeah,
talk down on your name, bruh. Make sure the Pearson name, man, means something to you.
yeah,
Make sure it's like when people speak of you, they don't have nothing negative to say. They're like, hey man, that kid's a good kid. He's a good. Because I'm like, your dad, everybody used to get on me because I was around my kid all the time. Because I'm like, I'm not giving people a chance to get at him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Everybody knew who I was. Principal, superintendent, unified police, the mayor, governor, they all know me. Dead ass
yeah,
serious. I'm being serious. I'm about that life if I have to be. Like,
yeah,
my kid's coming home the same way he left. Smile, smelling like he got way too much cologne on because he ain't gonna be the stinky kid in class. It is what it is. But no, he knows I'm present. He's gonna feel my presence
mm,
but nobody has nothing negative to say about me because I
yeah,
do it for all of his friends through my
mm,
program and shit. I'm actively involved in the community. I'm showing up to kids' courts hearings. I'm removing kids from home. I'm that dude that
mm,
goes with DCFS to tell kids their parents are dead.
mm,
The real of the real. Like when I say the real of the real, or if I'm removing them from home and they're, Coach, why are you here? Like,
mm,
come on, buddy, we gonna go have a talk. Coach, are you not letting me come back home? Nah, we're gonna go
mm,
talk though. I know you're not okay, but we'll not be okay together.
mm.
I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. That's the stuff I do. And so,
Yeah,
like, my perspective was already screwed because I'm a social worker. That's why being a dad is
mm,
different. I'm like, oh no, my
yeah,
son ain't having this problem. No,
yeah,
no. I don't care how people feel about it. I am not paying shit. Fuck you. You're not a. Ask my son if I'm a real man.
mm,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not your opinion. Ask my kid.
mm,
Look what people have to say about my kid. And look how people talk about your kid. You see what I'm saying? People
yeah,
don't like that mirror when it's put up. They don't like that stuff.
yeah,
And so
yeah,
like that's where it's like with me, like, okay, if I die today or tomorrow, man, hey, you guys are prepared to live without me. Because I gave you everything I had.
yeah,
I gave you a ball, so nobody would give you a gun and drugs.
mm,
I gave you gym membership so you can run up and down the court and run on fields instead of run the streets. I took it so far so you would never come up short. And so I gave you everything I has as a man. So I ain't had nothing to worry about when you get into situations because I prepared you for it. I prepared you to be uncomfortable. I prepared you to be tired, to work harder even when you are tired.
Mm.
Even when the world's not going your way. When he broke his knee and football was taken away. Hey, bruh, it's okay. I'm gonna be in the gym with you, rehabbing every fucking day, but you have to commit to it. If you commit to it, I promise you, you're gonna play another day. Your freshman year is gone, but that don't mean you're done. That don't define who you are. That's just what you
Mm.
did. Now, how much you love football is how much you gonna put into it. Swear to God, he worked we was in Boston Fitness every day. I put him in the swimming pool. We was rehabbing every day he was supposed to be out 8 months. He was back in 4. Started playing basketball, learning how to run again. He just started basketball. His football's done.
Jeez.
Then you started all the way through. Never missed a game, never got hurt, never like see, you committed to it. I didn't make you do it. You wanted to do it.
Yeah.
That's life. They'll knock you
Yeah.
down, get up. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. I ain't saying never gonna hurt. Everything great is on the other side of hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's it as a
Yeah.
parent. That's the key to being a parent.
No, that's
Like,
true,
I'm gonna
bro.
rock with you regardless, homie. I'm gonna rock with
Yeah.
you regardless. You don't
Yeah.
play football, we can become passport brothers. Colombia's calling.
True. True,
Puerto
man.
Rico's calling.
I was gonna ask you, is there a way? Do you have like a website or
Yeah.
even if it's social media or something where people can check what you're doing, either if they're in your community or even if they're outside of it or anything like that, they can check you out. What's I guess the website or the information or whatever.
The website is the Rose Park Sports Association.org. You can look on my Facebook page because I can't put too many of the kids on there and show too much because I don't like embarrassing them. One.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two, some of them are in state custody, so I can't show their identity.
Okay.
So I don't show a lot of it because I don't like to embarrass kids.
Yeah.
But
Of
because I
course.
am so well known and I'm always at the legislature sometimes dealing with some of their BS, I don't really put too much out there. And I had to limit the news because they
Yeah.
be wanting to interview and this is a success story. I understand. But these kids, that's their parents and stuff you're blasting on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if that kid's dad went and killed 3 people, like his dad's in the paper.
Yeah.
You got to think about how that makes a 7 or 8-year-old feel. You see what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
like, I know my program's like unique.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I created the football part and stuff, and they was wondering, like, why are you guys traveling? And I had to go talk to other teams. I'm like, hey, don't run up on the kids too much because they can't play in Utah. Some of them can't play here because they have restraining orders against their parents. And I'm like, no, let's go on the road.
Yeah.
They can be a kid. And
Mm.
so, yeah, look me up. They can hit me up on Facebook Messenger, whatever. I'm always around. Like people know me. I'm well known here. Like I have a good time too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I'm not hard to find, and I just love making communities better and stuff. Just mentoring youth, and I deal with adults too sometimes.
Yeah. No, I love it, bro. I'm gonna make sure too, y'all. I'm gonna make sure I get his information. I'm gonna put it on the description and all that as well on YouTube, on Apple, everywhere where you guys check out my podcast. Because I definitely want I want people to be if they know someone that could benefit them or they want to partner up with you or whatever the case is, bro. I want to send them your way. And I always like to give my guests their flowers. So one, I just want to again appreciate your time, bro, because I know you're busy. I know you got so much other things going on. Like I said, y'all, he has many different hats. But I appreciate you just sharing your perspective, dropping so many gems, and yeah, bro, just you is amazing. You have two sons that are doing very well. You know what I mean, and don't have a record. Haven't been caught up in no BS like that. And so that says a lot about you and what you've instilled in them, man. So again, I appreciate you coming on, and I want to salute you, man, for just continue to show them what the standard looks like. And shout out to your dad too, obviously, for helping start that process and then passing it down to you.
Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Let me
Yeah,
know when
man.
you need anything else, bro.
Yeah, man. No, I'll definitely appreciate that, bro. Yeah, y'all. And like with that being said, you don't have to be perfect, but you always have to be present. I'll see you guys on the next one.